Thank you for hosting our event today.
Oh, that's my pleasure. Oops. Okay.
Good afternoon.
First of all, welcome to everybody's coming. And this is very important topic, and because water is very essential to us. And as our previous speakers, you have brought us a lot of information, local experiences, and of course international knowledge. And so for us to know more about what's going on about water around us. So it is I'm very thankful that I have been here. And today, I will be here we're talking about water in Buddhism. Okay, I would like to bring up some stories about what have Buddha mentioned about water. So the Buddha, as our teacher, he has a lot of similes in order for us to understand what is his teaching. So I'd like to tell some stories with some of my props. And I would like to make it as a hands-on experience, so it's more like more impressive. So okay, so there are some stories that I have written, and so I hope that I can finish it all. It's all about water, but first of all, I would like to tackle with some water as karma. So what is the Buddha talk about karma and using the simile of water? So actually, I think most of us are Buddhists, but if you're not, it's okay, because karma, I think it's already a new word, a new vocabulary in America, because I have watched CSI. And there are some, the karma in the last episode of, I don't know which season, but there's karma, okay. So actually in karma, in Buddhist, we believe that it is our own actions. So what we act out, of course, actions means physical actions, verbal is another type of actions, and also our mental actions. What we think, what we imagined, it is all our actions. So it will become a force or something that will push us to somewhere. Okay, so it is very important. So with karma, then we create the Buddha had his own theory about cause and effect. Okay, so cause and effect, it all depends on our karma. Okay. So we're talking about karma. So there are something we do. Okay, of course, there are some bad karma. For example, you're polluting the environment. Okay, or you're throwing trash into the water, or you're dumping maybe chemicals or anything that is not very good, maybe not biodegradable into the river, and we know that everyone suffered. Okay, not only the person who dumping the things, but everyone who lives in the community. And so there's some bad karmas. Of course, there are some good karmas. So my master said that the world is half and half. Okay, so we're good and bad. Half good, half bad. So we're good, bad karma. Of course, there are something that is called neutral karma. Neutral karma is like when you're brushing your teeth, Nothing good or bad. Of course, the brushing teeth will, bring you a shiny teeth, okay, and a fresh bread, of course. Okay. But it's kind of like it's not, not very relevant or not very influential to your future. Okay. So they're bad, they are good. So the Buddha talks about, of course, we're going to have a good karma. We have to create good karma. So how about bad karma? Will it be, just, disappeared when we do good? Okay, so the Buddha gives us a similes like this. Okay, so now I'm going to take off my crop. Okay, so this story is from a sutra. That's called Agama Sutra. We share in southern traditions and northern traditions. So we both have these sutras. But the titles come some kind of difference. Also, it is Agama Sutra. So the Buddha said, the bad karma is like the salt, the table salt. So I brought a table salt. And the good karma is like the water. Yes, water. Very topic oriented. Okay. Anyway, so if we have done a lot of bad karma, so that means that we have a lot of salt. And so, can you just eat the salt as a food? No, right? Okay, of course. So those who has the bad karma, their life is very salty. Okay, of course, a normal people is kind of like mixture of good karma and bad karma, right? Or do you agree? Right? We do it. We sometimes argue with people. We got mad at someone. Right? We're happy. We do good. Right? Okay, so now, there's some experiment. So if you have a spoonful of water, can someone help me? Okay, so can you add a spoonful of water? Oh no, a spoonful of salt. Okay, there you go. Okay, here. Like magician. Okay, now. So if we have just add half cup of the water. Okay, and I'm going to stir it. Have you ever tasted a spoonful of water, salt with a half cup of water? Yes, somebody's nodding. So how do you think? Does it? Tastes like salt, right? Okay. Salty water. So does anybody wants to taste this? No. No, right? Okay. So it is very salty, right? You can imagine, so you don't have to taste it. Okay. So but what if we put this water into 1 gallon of water? Does it taste that salty? No. Not anymore, right? But it's still salty. Mm-hmm. But what if we put it into a Missouri River? Can we taste already the saltiness? No, right? Okay. So the Buddha said, sorry, we have to waste the water. Okay. So the Buddha said that when we do created bad karma, it will never disappear, just like we have already made the salt. Okay. But fortunately, we can dilute it with our good karma. Okay. So if we have a lot of good karma, and the salt will never taste that bad, right? The water will not taste that bad. So, but yeah, I have another, thought flying in, but I will never share with you. Okay, anyway, Anyway, so this one is the water as a karma. It tells us that, what does it tell us? To do more good. Okay, yeah. Okay, so don't be afraid that you will get influenced by the bad karma. So if your life is not as ideal as you imagine right now, you can create more good karma, make it good. So that is really a cause and effect. So we have a control of our own life. So and we inherited some actions or some effects of our previous experiences. Okay? Just as we have right now, we are having some pollutions, okay, and that is because maybe it's done by previous decades or maybe years ago, maybe 100 years ago. Yeah. So, but we still have a chance to make it better. So I hope that I'm very interested about the stream cleaning. I received a flyer several weeks ago, and it's been from Bridgeton City. So they are incorporating with some of the organizations to clean up the streams yesterday. But unfortunately, we had a very big event yesterday, so we're not able to go. And we're not able to participate, but we are willing to do that maybe in the future. So I would like to get some information from you. Okay, yeah. And so that is the first one that we have that the Buddha taught us. So that is the water as a karma. So next, water as dharma. Dharma is the teaching of the Buddha. So it is kind of like how to have a proper attitude of learning something. Okay, so for Buddhists, we learn the teaching of Buddha, but maybe we at schools or in your company we have to enrich yourself. Okay, so you got to enroll some program to enrich some of enrichment. So you can go there. Okay. So there are some proper attitudes that you have to possess. So I would like to have one volunteers. Oh yeah, Dr. Yoshida. These stories come from a Zen koan. So hold your pulse to answer it. Okay. So now I need some volunteers to hold up these. One more. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about, can you hold your cups like these? Yes. And can you hold here like this? Yes, thank you. So, there is, once upon a time, there was a devotee, it's a lay person, visiting a Zen master. So when they are sitting together, the Zen master is about to pour the water, by treating the devotees. So as I'm a Zen master, and I just pour. Will you say enough? or what do you think when I'm pouring the water, like flowing anywhere? Maybe it's not the tray, but it's all over.
Making a mess.
Okay, so
yeah.
Will you remind the master?
No.
No? Wow. Just let them get it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we can put it out. Okay. Yeah. And I have a towel here. So see, I'm so considerate. Okay, here you go. Okay.
The whole package.
Okay. So, the devotee acted not the same way as you did. He kind of like having a kind heart, saying, "Oh, master," you're kind of like reminding the master, saying, "Oh, your water." I mean, you have maybe sometimes the old masters, they have meditated a lot, and so maybe they are still in their meditation state, so they're forgetting something. Okay, so the devotee just kind of like reminding, "Oh, master, you have it's all full already. It's enough." And the master said, "Oh yes, you're just like a cup. So if it is too full, how this water, you cannot get more water. So if you are too full, kind of like, I'm enough." Sometimes we have this kind of attitude, say, "Oh, I'm enough," right? "Oh, I got fed up." Okay. Yeah. Or this is, I already know this. So, but if you feel, if you taste, but you still have to take water, right? You never feel enough, right? So actually, water is kind of like, just like the teaching of the Dharma. You never, or the teaching of the Buddha, you never feel enough. Even though you have drink it repeatedly, right? You have to eat, right? You have to drink, but you never feel that you are enough. So it means that when you are you're learning Buddhist teaching, then you have to empty out yourself so you can fill up yourself. Okay, yeah. This is the second one. So I hope that you can learn a lot. Empty yourself. So, Dr. Yoshida, did you know this Kongan?
Yeah. If you want to drink wine, you must empty.
Yes. Wine. Oh, we just had the 5 precepts. Don't worry. Okay, so now, next is another stories about the right attitude of learning something. Okay, so I would like to have 3 volunteers. 3 volunteers. Okay. Okay. And here, someone here, someone. Yeah. Yay. Okay. So. Please, the one with the yellow vest, please stand at the center. You here, and you here. Okay. So I have 3 cups. Okay. So, but there are something happening in the cups. So I won't tell you. I will ask. Let them tell you. Okay. So don't tell them first. Okay. Okay, so, and I will offer them